Excellent. Okay, Sinenhlanhla. Good, Anam, I'm so excited. Sinenhlanhla, we're playing a game today for our Do Now, okay? So I want you to join at www.kahoot.it like it is on the screen. Put in the pin and then put in your name. Okay. Harry, same story. We're going to do something different. Follow the instructions on screen. Join at www.kahoot.it. Put in the pin and then put in your name. Okay. Yay, Marisa's in. Cool beans. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, it's just something different. Okay, so Harry, put your name in. Sinenhlanhla, put your name in. We'll see. There should be other people joining us as well. Who else is here? iPhone, I don't know who that is. I don't know if you heard the instructions. Please go www.kahoot.it, put in the pin and put in your name. And as soon as everybody's here, then we can start playing. Okay, so grade 10s, we're doing something a little bit different today. Instead of doing our usual Do Now, I decided let's try a Kahoot. Cool, Harry's in. So as soon as you get in, join at www.kahoot.it. Great, Sinenhlanhla's in. Put in the pin. Well done, Zia. Okay, and then put in your nickname. And as soon as everybody's here, we are going to get started with and it's going to be a little competition, okay? It's going to be really cool. Lots of fun. Okay, so Sihle, David, did you hear my instructions? Okay, join at www, just so follow what Tula said, okay? Go to www.kahoot.it. Put in the pin 460461 and then put in your name. Cool. Okay, so we're waiting for David. Sihle is in. Good. Okay, so there are 10 participants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maya's in. Yay! Well done, Maya. Good job. And Tabising is in. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. I'm so excited. I can't wait to try this with you guys. It's just something a little bit different, okay? So you're going to need your phone to answer the questions. We're going to wait 1 more minute.
Ma'am?
And just, yeah?
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. So I should write this link or something like that.
Yes, so what you need to do is on your phone, in your browser, go www.kahoot, just like you see it on the screen, KAHOOT.IT, put in the pin, and then it'll ask you for your name. And as soon as you do that, you'll see your name will pop up where Tabising and Maya and Sihle and everybody else's names are.
No problem.
Yeah, so there's nothing further you need to do after adding your name. It's just going to pop up on the screen and then just wait for further instructions.
Yes. Zayon's in. Nice. Good stuff. Okay, so we're just waiting for you, David. Hi, Nazole. Nice to have you back. Are you also following the instructions on screen? Okay, so this is what you need to do. Go to www.kahoot.it. If you look at Tula's instructions in the chat, it's all there. So www.kahoot.it, put in the pin 460461, put in your name, and then just hang tight. We're just waiting for everyone to join. There we go. And we're going to play a little game as our do now instead of doing the same old thing that we always do. Ria Betswe is there. Brilliant. You managing, Nizole? There we go. There's Nizole. Okay, so it's just you, David. Are you okay? Are you managing?
Still having some difficulties.
Okay, so in your browser on your phone, David, where you would Google anything, you put in www.kahoot.it and then the pin and then your name. Okay, and then you all need your phones in front of you, and you are going to use your phone to vote for the correct answers, okay? You in, David? Okay, there we go. There's David. All right, so now we're going to start. You have your phones in front of you, okay? And you're going to watch the screen, and then you're going to choose the correct answer on your phone, okay? And it's all being timed, okay? So I'm clicking start now. Here we go. Okay, so you need to choose red, blue, orange, or green and answer that on your phone, okay? And as soon as you're sure, click your answer. Quickly, quickly, you've only got 2 seconds left. Okay, so 2 were correct, 6 were not correct. Okay. We're going to go to the next question. All right, and now we can see who's in the lead. Okay, so Ria Betswe, you were in the lead with 884 points. Nizole is in the lead with 884. Ria Betswe, 654 points. Okay, are you ready for the next one? Okay, you've only got 20 seconds, guys.
Ma'am,
Yes, David?
were we special not to use our browser or something?
Say that again, David?
Were we special to use our browser for this game?
Yes, so you would use your browser. So whatever so like your Safari or Google or whatever it is.
Ma'am,
Yes, Harry.
ma'am, I don't see the question.
You didn't see the question.
Yeah, like just makes me choose between shapes.
Okay, so the question is on the screen. The question should be on the screen as well.
So for the question, I look at the Zoom. On my side, it's appearing on the Zoom, and then on the phone, it's gonna give you just the colors. And then you'll just
Yes.
look on the Zoom class screen, the color that corresponds with the color, the answer that corresponds with the color.
Okay, does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so Zayan's saying, oh, it makes sense. Okay, all right, so let's try the next one. Okay, so 4 of you had the right answer there. Let's see, where are we sitting at? Okay, so Nizole, you sitting right up at the top, followed by Ria Betswe, followed by Marisa, followed by Sihle. Look at that, Ria Betswe has had a streak with 3 correct answers in a row. Good going. Okay, we're ready for the last one. Let's play. Okay, maybe what I must do if we do this again is give you just a little bit more time. Okay, maybe time is a bit of an issue here. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so Tutuka has moved up. He's pushed you out the way, Sihle. Nizole is still sitting on top, followed by Ria Betswe, followed by Marisa. Very nice. Okay, so this is your final chance. Okay, guys? So last question. Cool. Ooh, look at that. 11 correct answers. Very, very nice. Well done. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so here. Yoo-hoo, Horisa. Ria Betswe. And in first place, the star today, Nizole. Well done. Woohoo. Okay, Tutuka and Sihle, you are the runners-up. Can you hear the music? Well done, guys. Okay, so in the chat, tell us what tell me what you thought of that. And I'm going to go back to our other screen and get things started there for us. Just give me 1 minute. Not there. Let's try again. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that was just something a little bit different. Okay. This wasn't fair. Okay. So Nasisa's clapping. Zayan, it was fun to do something different. Absolutely. Cool. So iPhone, I don't know who that, if it's Julia Betsway or Maya or Zia, said fun. This wasn't fair, said Harry. Why wasn't it fair, Harry? Nezole said fun. Marisa said thumbs up. Sinenhlanhla, it was okay. Nosisa, it was good, although I was late. Okay. All right, but we can try this again. I couldn't see the questions till the last minute. Okay, but at least now you know how it works. Hey, Harry. So if we were to do another quiz again, oh, iPhone is in Tabasing. Okay, cool. Thanks in Tabasing. I just wasn't sure who it was. I just wanted to do something a little bit, yeah, next time. Okay, don't worry, I can make plenty of cahoots for you. All right, so that's no problem. That's no problem at all. So well done, guys. That was nice. I just wanted us to try something a little bit different for a change. And now that we've had a little bit of fun, we need to get back to the geometry. So if you recall last time, we had decided that before we went on and started speaking about proving congruency and that kind of thing, that we would just practice our basic skills. When you say what lesson is this, Nizoli, we're talking about a geometry, grade 10 geometry. This is our second lesson together. Yeah? No, okay, all right. So whenever we are doing geometry grade 10s, we're always writing a statement supported by a reason. When I say a statement means an equation, all right? Supported by a reason, and then if we need to do a calculation to get to the answer, it's followed by that. All right, so let's have a look at the diagram that's in the middle of the screen at the moment. Okay, they've asked us to calculate the values of x and y with reasons. All right, so now I'm going to put the ball back in your court and I'm going to ask you guys. Harry, do you have a suggestion for what H could be? Oh, sorry, H, listen to me, for what X could be. What do you reckon, Harry?
Ma'am, I think it could be 45.
For X?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Why do you think it's 45? Because it looks like it's half of 90.
Yes.
Okay, so in Tabasing, you're actually right. In Tabasing is actually correct. Look here, guys, I'm going to highlight it. Two straight lines cross over one another, very badly drawn by me. Okay, vertically opposite, exactly, Ntando, exactly. Okay, because it's vertically opposite. Beautiful, well done. So we're going to write, this is how it goes in geometry. We write what we see. So we see that X is 45 degrees. Oh, now I'm writing the wrong answer. We see that X is 32 degrees and the reason vertically opposite angles. Okay, well done, Nasisa. Well done, Ntando. All right, good job. When you say, can it be a straight line? It has to be two straight lines that cross over one another to create vertically opposite angles. Okay, Nzole, does that make sense? All right, now we need to work out why. All right, so Maya, how do you reckon we're going to work out why now that we know what X is? What do you think?
I think that we could add the 90 degrees and the 32 degrees and minus that from 180 because of the straight line, which is H and E.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well done, Maya. That's absolutely perfect. So this is what we're going to write. Okay, Maya, we're going to write what we see. Okay, you saw a straight line. Marisa, I'm going to answer your question now. Just give me one second. Okay, so Maya said we're going to take the 32, which is X. That's this angle over here. We're going to add the Y. We're going to add the 90, and we're going to make it equal to 180 because, like Maya said, HE is a straight line. So these are adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, so that means that Y is going to be 180 minus 90 minus 32, which gives us what, everybody? What would Y be? David, you know what Y is? $58, good, well done. Good, yes, very nice. Yes, and Tabaseng, quite right. Y is 58 degrees, good. Okay, so this is what I was saying about statement and reason. Okay, so this over here, X equals 32 degrees, that is a statement. Vertically opposite angles, that is a reason. Okay, here, 32 plus Y plus 90 equals 180. That is a statement. There is the reason, and there would be an accuracy mark on your answer. Okay, very good. All right, let's have a look at the next one. Okay, Tatuka, this one is for you. So in the middle of the screen, you can see a picture. And Tatuka, I want you to tell me what you think we should do here. What do you reckon, Tatuka?
I think we should calculate 2x plus 30 first to find out what the degrees are on that side, and we move on by calculating 3x and x respectively.
Okay. What would we make 2x plus 30 equal to, though? Do we have any rule or anything that we know that we could make it equal to?
Since we know a straight line is 180 degrees, that should equal, that's what the 2x plus 30 should equal
Okay,
to.
but unfortunately, Tatuka, I like the way you're thinking, but this is not a straight line. So in other words, there and there, that's not a straight line. Right. So when we say a straight line, it's got to be like that. So this line over here is not a straight line. Okay, let's have a look at what Nizole said. Look at the, Nizole says 2x plus 30 plus x plus 3x equals 180 angles of a triangle. Indeed, Nizole, you are correct. Okay, so these three angles are the interior angles of a triangle, and we know that the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Again, we write what we see. Good, Nizole. So we would write that 2x plus 30 plus x plus 3x equals 180. Angle sum and triangle. All right. Now, on the left-hand side of my equation, Tatuka, how many x do I have on the left-hand side?
3.
How many? So Tatuka, I've got 2x plus x plus 3x. How many x is that?
6x, ma'am.
Lovely. Good job. Well done, David. Well done, Tatuka. So I've got 6x on the left. What am I going to do with this plus 30? It's going to go
Put it
over to
on
the...
other side.
Exactly. So if I take it away, then on this side over here, I'm going to be left with 100 and... 150. Okay, and now what do I need to do to both sides? In Tabaseng, what do I have to do to both sides?
Ma'am, you divide
What do I
both
need?
sides by 6.
Exactly. Okay, so in Tabaseng, I'm going to divide both sides by 6. Okay, Nozole says the answer is 25. Does everybody else get 25 as well? Yes, good job.
Yes.
Good, Nosisa, well done. Okay, so again, statement, reason, answer. Okay, get used to making your statement and then writing your reason straight away. Your reason has to be next to your statement in the same line. Okay, the reason can't be somewhere down here and then you've made your statement up there. All right, grade 10s, it's got to be the statement and the reason right next to it. Okay, good job. Let's have a look at the next question. Okay, so again, we need to calculate for x, providing reasons. Nosisa, I want you to tell me where you think you would start with this question. Where would you start, Nosisa? What would you do? And if you don't know, it's also okay. You can say that you don't know.
Ma'am, I'd start by identifying what kind of triangle this is, which is an isosceles triangle.
Good. I agree with you. It is an isosceles triangle. And what exactly does that mean for you, Nosisa? Knowing that it's an isosceles triangle, how is that going to change or influence what you're going to do?
It's going to show me that K and L are both 38 degrees.
Indeed. So the first thing that you want to write down on the page is that angle L is 38 degrees. What's your reason, Nosisa?
It's an isosceles triangle.
Okay, now isosceles triangle is not one of the reasons, for some strange reason, that the Department of Education allows us to use. You're right, it is an isosceles triangle, but what we say, Nosisa, is this: angles opposite equal sides. Okay.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Well done. You've done very well. Yes, Nuzole, angles opposite equal sides. So we don't use the word isosceles. I don't know why not. This is just what the Department of Education has decided. And when you guys eventually get into matric, they won't accept isosceles triangle as a reason. Okay, they want you to see you write angles opposite equal sides. Okay, so that was a great starting point from Nosi. Let me see who I've not had a chat to yet today. Anam. Okay, Anam, you're going to go next. How are we going to now work out X? Can we work out X? What do you think, Anam? What would you do? You have no idea. Okay, that's fine. Anybody able to help Anam? Anyone got an idea that they're willing to share with the rest of us? What do you guys think we should do now? Even if it's wrong, it doesn't matter. No one's judging you. Oh, I don't know why you can't hear me in Tabasing. Maybe Tula, do they just disconnect and reconnect?
Everything looks fine on my side. Does everyone else hear the teacher?
Can everybody else hear you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'll message
In
Tabasing privately.
Okay, so now, looking at what Ria Betswe said, she said, ma'am, isn't it the sum of K and I? Okay, Tabasing says she's all right now. Perfect. Okay, that's 100% Ria Betswe. Good stuff. It's the sum of K and I. Why? What's the reason in Ria Betswe? Why did you add L and K together? For what reason? So I'm putting down my statement, but I need a reason. Okay, so what's the reason? You're not sure of the reason. Can anybody help Ria Betswe? Does anybody know what the reason? Sinenhlanhla, and yes, Anam, yes, and Sinenhlanhla, excellent. All right, so we are allowed to write that. Exterior angle of triangle. We're allowed to abbreviate it like that. Okay, and then I hope, sorry, I didn't tell you, but this little L, that's just an abbreviation for the word angle. Okay, exterior angle of triangle. So the exterior angle of the triangle, grade 10s, is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. Okay, very good. Well done. Lovely. Any questions? Can we move on?
Sorry, ma'am, to disturb. Ma'am, do we still use the parallel lines, similarity and congruency in this?
We will, Marisa, we will. But what I had decided last week is that it just seemed as though our geometry was a little bit rusty. So what I decided to do was have a lesson where we would just practice some concepts from grade 8 and grade 9 before we carry on going. So I've got a nice difficult question down here for you to try, and some other questions which will involve parallel lines. And then on Thursday, we're going to talk about congruency. Okay, Marisa, we're just going through the basics because we need to know all of this stuff, not just for now, for grade 10, but you need everything that we're doing now. You need to know for grade 10, you need to know it for grade 11, and you need to know it for grade 12. In fact, there is a lady that I teach with at the moment who is a very, very experienced maths teacher. And one of the boys at the school that she used to teach at, he was the dux of the school. So that meant that he had the best marks for maths in the whole school. And when he was in matric, he ended up getting 99% for his maths exam. And the only mark he lost, grade 10s, the only mark he lost was angles opposite equal sides. So, all right, that's why we're doing this, okay, so that you don't lose out on any of those marks. But yes, he was the dux of the school, and that's the one thing that he lost, angles opposite equal sides. So there we go. All right, so you weren't finished. Okay, you finished now, Sihle. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Marisa, this is for you. How do you think we should answer this question? It's a pleasure, Nosisa. Okay, so what do you think, Marisa? What do you think this question is about?
Ma'am, I think the two, I'll say triangles, ma'am, because I'm picturing it as like triangles for X and AB and DC. I'll say, ma'am, they are, is it vertically opposite? I'm not sure, ma'am. I'm like so rusty in this right now.
That's okay. That's why we're doing this, Marisa. All right. Now, so I did this on for a reason. Okay. So just hang on a second, grade 10s. I'm going to go back up here because I want you to see something. Okay. And I'm going to grab this question and I'm just going to drag it down here because I want you to see. I'm so glad you said that, Marisa, because this gives us an opportunity to have a discussion. Okay. So grade 10s, Marisa said, are they vertically opposite angles? And Marisa can be forgiven for thinking that because they do look like they are opposite one another. Absolutely. But look at the difference here, grade 10s. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pen. In fact, hang on a second. Let me see if I can do this with a proper straight line. Okay, so why is it giving? I don't want a line like that. I want a straight line and I want it to be bright pink. There we go. So there is a straight line. Okay. Here. Man. Let me put in another one. Here is another one. Okay, can you see those are two straight lines that cross over one another? Okay, so X and 32 are vertically opposite angles. But now let me have a look over here. All right, so now have a look at the diagram on the left. So in other words, JG is a straight line on the right. Okay, JG is a straight line. Ooh, why is it doing that? JG is a straight line. Also, grade 10s, HE is a straight line. Hold on, Azola, I'm going to look at what you've written right now. On this side over here, is BD a straight line? Is BD a straight line? Indeed. So BD is not straight. How about AC? Is AC straight? What do you think, grade 10s? Is AC a straight line? Good, Ntambaseng. Good, Sihle. Excellent. Okay, AC and BD are not straight lines. So what that means, Marisa and everybody else, and Maya, all right, is that they cannot be vertically opposite angles because it's not two straight lines. Do you see the difference now when we make the comparison with the picture on the right? It has to be two straight lines that cross over one another. Then we have vertically opposite angles. Okay, you see the difference now. Okay, so that angle there and that angle there. Okay, two straight lines, they're vertically opposite. So Marisa, vertically opposite angles is not the reason for us to be able to work out this diagram that we see here on the left-hand side. Okay, so Nezole, what do you think we should do? All right, Marisa said vertically opposite angles. We've seen why that unfortunately is not true. What do you reckon we do, Nezole? What do you think this question is asking us to work with? Of course, we're working with that question. What do you reckon, Nezole? All right, so Nizole, if you don't have an idea, that's fine. I'm going to see if we can talk. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was a little bit impatient. Nizole says, can I say 2x plus 90 plus 176 equals 360? All right, I'm going to put that out to everybody else. Who agrees with Nizole? If you do, put a thumbs up in the chat. Okay, Ria Betswe says yes. Maya says yes. Marisa says yes. Seethle says yes. Harry says yes. If you haven't said yes, do you think that there's Anam says yes? All right. She's right. Absolutely. That's correct. All right. But what's the reason? Zayon? Yes. Okay. What's the reason, Zayon? What's the reason that we can say that? Two angles, three angles. Not quite, Sihle. Okay. So, Nasisa, we are talking about the, yes, there we go, Anam. We're talking about what Nizole said. She said that we're going to say 2x plus 90 plus 176 equals 360, which is correct. And we've all agreed about that. And the reason for this is, can everybody see what Anam said? The reason is revolution. Absolutely. So revolution or angles around a point. Okay, grade 10. So that's exactly it. So let's write that down. Okay, so no problem, Nasisa. So we've got 2x plus 90 plus 176. Have I left anything out? The 2x's, the 90, the 176 equals 360 degrees. Correct. It is a revolution. Or if you want to, you can call it angles around a point. Okay, so either of those two is absolutely fine. Okay, so now I'm going to let you guys do the rest. How are we going to work out what x is? You tell me what you think x is. Well done, Harry. Well done, Maya. Well done, Anam. Good. Okay, so x will be equal to 47. Good job. Nice. Well done. And again, all right, so statement, there's our equation. Reason, answer. Okay, so get into that habit in geometry. Statement, reason, answer. Statement, reason, answer every single time. Okay, grade 10s, you're doing so well. This is lovely. I'm so proud of all of you. You've made such a wonderful effort. Okay, so now let's do this monstrous question. All right. Now, what I want you to do, you see these weird little straight lines on the side here. Just ignore those. Okay. Unfortunately, that just kind of came out in the picture. Let's just make this a bit bigger because it's a little bit small. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, hopefully everybody can see what's going on here. Okay, so now we have to put our thinking caps on, so to speak, in order to be able to answer this question. I just want to point something out to you. Okay, so just in case it's not easy to see, right? This angle over here is y. This angle over here is x. This angle over here is 40 degrees. And the angle that is called 3y minus 80 is this angle here. Okay, so it's an obtuse angle. Okay, that's the angle. That's 3y minus 80. All right, so now we need to connect, listen to me. We need to calculate x and y with reasons. So I'm just going to rub all of that off. Okay. Now, let me ask somebody that I haven't asked yet. Okay, Lizzie. Can you hear me, Lizzie? I don't know if Lizzie can hear me. Okay, let's try somebody else. Oh, you can. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Hi, Lizzie. Do you have a suggestion to make for how we can calculate X? Lizzie, what do you think? If you had to do this question, how would you start calculating X? What would you do, Lizzie? That's okay. That's why we're here, Lizzie. That's fine. It doesn't matter. All right. So Lizzie needs help. Who's going to help Lizzie? Who's going to help Lizzie and give her a place to start? Okay. And Tabi Singh, good job. And Tabi Singh says X equals 40. Alternate angles are equal. Good in Tabi Singh. Excellent. All right. So Lizzie, this is what she saw. All right. Two parallel lines. The minute we see parallel lines, what angles do we think of, grade 10s? Corresponding, alternate, co-interior straight away. So we're looking for F's and Z's and U's. All right, so this is what you got. Y is equal to 25. Wow, Nizole, you are flying. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, Anam says 65 co-interior angles. Interesting, Anam. Okay, good job. All right, let's just Riabetsu got 25 as well. All right, so we all see the Z, right? So the first statement that was made about X being equal to 40, alternate, how's my spelling? Alternate. Okay, now, if we say alternate angles, we have to name the parallel lines. Okay, we don't want to lose any marks just for silly things like this. Okay, if you don't, by the time you are in grade 10, 11, and 12, if you do not name the parallel lines and you use alternate, corresponding, or co-interior angles as a reason, they will not give you the reason mark. Okay. All right, 100%. So we are satisfied with that. Okay, so now Nizole says 65. Riabetswe says 25. Anam says 65. Nizole says 25. All right, so there's lots of different things going on here. All right, so co-interior. Anam said co-interior angles. Now look here, guys. Can you see the blue? Is it coming through on your screen? I'll try and make it a little bit darker. Okay, Anam is perfectly correct. All right, we have got co-interior angles. All right, so Anam, what is our statement? What statement do we make? Remember, our statement is our equation. Make me an equation, Anam. Good. Okay, can everybody see that in the chat? Okay, Anam says y plus 3y minus 80 is equal to 180 degrees. Good job, Anam. Okay, Riabeth, swear, that's fine. That's fine. Don't stress. You know what? If you get things wrong, it means at least you tried. Seriously, where nobody's judging you and you're learning and you're not going to make those mistakes again. So don't stress about it. Okay, co-interior angles. We have to name the parallel lines. Okay, so EF parallel to GH. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add y and 3y together. We're going to take the 80 over to the other side. 180 plus 80 is going to leave us with 260. Is that right? And now what do we need to do to both sides? It's okay, Marisa.
Divide
okay.
both sides by 4.
We do, Nasisa, that's quite right. We need to divide both sides by 4. So what's 260 divided by 4? $65? Indeed, Sihle. Indeed. Okay. So don't worry, Marisa. We're all here to learn together. Okay. And some of us can see these things really quickly, and for others, it just takes time. Okay. And that's why if it takes you a little bit longer, you go onto the app and you go and you practice as much as you possibly can so that you can get faster. I promise you, if you practice, it becomes easier. Okay, I promise. Okay, but you've got to practice. All right, so guys, we have 7 minutes left. What are we going to do in these 7 minutes? Let's just have a look. Okay, so here is the monster question. I don't know whether we're going to be able to do the whole thing in 7 minutes. I might need to jump in a little bit. Okay, so now this bit of information over here means this, all right? Angle C, so that's angle C down at the bottom over there, is equal to 2 of angle EAB. The only thing that's missing is a hat. Okay, so we need to calculate X and Y. And they've told us that angle C, so that's this one over here, angle C, that one over there, is equal to 2 of EAB. EAB. All right, so there's EAB over there. Okay. Any ideas as to how we would calculate X? Grade 10s, what do you think? Move it up a little bit. Anyone got an idea as to how we would work out X? Okay, well, let's see if we can make some connections, all right? So they've given us a triangle. In fact, we've got a few triangles. We've got a really big triangle. Then we've got triangle BEA, but we don't know how big A is, so we're not going to be able to work inside that triangle. Also, inside triangle EBD, we are missing a little bit of information because we don't know how big, where's my pen gone? We don't know how big this angle over here is. Okay, but that's not the end of the world. We've also got the parallel lines. What can the parallel lines do to help us in this situation? Okay, so we know that we've got co-interior angles if we have parallel lines. We know that we've got corresponding angles if we've got parallel lines. How do the parallel lines help us in this case? Can anybody see? Okay, oh, that's so badly drawn. Okay, I'm going to go with the big, thick thing. That's, even worse. Oh, you see something. What do you see, Nizole? BE equals CD. They parallel. They're not equal necessarily, but they are parallel. We're gonna run out of time. Okay, well, I suppose we can always finish this the next time. It's not the end of the world. Okay, can you see? Oh, Lord, what's this thing doing? Silly pen. Guys, just hang on, my pen's just gone mad. We were doing so well. Okay. Yes, BE and CD, correct, but they're not equal, okay? They are parallel to one another. They're not necessarily equal. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is that there is an F shape here, okay? So can you see the F? Okay, so this angle over here, where I've just drawn the little thing, it's going to be equal to angle C. So yes, an upside down F. So in other words, angle C is also equal to 3x plus 20 because of corresponding angles. And that is because BE is parallel to CD. Okay, so we now know how big this angle over here is. We know that that's also going to be 3x plus 20. Okay, now that we've identified corresponding angles, what else is going on in this diagram that we could possibly use? So this over here, these are also corresponding, that angle over there and that angle over there. If C is twice of EAB, then this angle over here, you see alternate angles. I also see alternate angles, Claire, but I don't think alternate angles are going to help us here because we don't know how big those angles over there are. All right, but I agree with you. I also see an alternate angle. They've also told us we know that angle A up at the top here, we need two of them to make one of C. All right, so this is going to be equal to 3x plus 20 divided by 2 is that angle over there. Okay. This angle over here and this angle over here are equal. So what we know is that BDC, which is this bit over here, plus x is equal to 5x minus 10, because they are corresponding angles as well. BE parallel to CD. Okay, we're almost out of time here. Let's just finish this off. So BDC is going to be equal to, take the x over to the other side. So that would be 4x minus 10. So this bit in here is 4x minus 10. All right. And now we would have to do the angles of a triangle. Okay, it's a difficult question, isn't it? Okay, so angles of a triangle to work out. Or what we could do, maybe this would be easier, because now we could use your alternate angle, see, Claire, that might be better. Then that means that this one over here is going to be 4x minus 10 because of your alternate angles. And then we could do exterior angle of triangle. Okay, so when I say exterior angle of triangle, what I mean is this. Here's the triangle. So this will be our triangle. And if we add together this angle over here and this angle over here, it's going to give us that angle over there on the outside. Okay, so just very quickly to finish this off. Sorry, grade 10s, this ended up going a little bit over time. Sorry, Tula. We'll be finished
okay,
right now. Sorry. 4x minus 10 plus x equals 5x minus 10 because of exterior angle of triangle. Okay, is that going to work? I actually don't think that's going to work. All right, you know what I think we're going to have to do? I think let's just stop here. Maybe there's something wrong with this question and I just didn't look at it properly before we decided to do it, because I mean that's going to give us 0 equals 0, which really doesn't help. Yeah, we better just stop there and then we'll talk about it next time. Okay, sorry guys. I'll hand you back to Tula now.
Yeah, I think we'll see you. There isn't much on my side, fortunately. So we'll see you all on Thursday. Just to confirm, Miss Franklin, will we be doing the game again? Just so people log in maybe like 5 minutes before, so you give yourself enough time to sort of like log in and, you know, get comfortable and put your name on the screen.
Okay, on this Thursday, we're not going to do a game again because I'm not going to be in the lesson this Thursday because I've got a family commitment. So Miss G is going to take the lesson. So I don't think that there'll be a game. But if the grade 10s would like me to set up another one for another lesson, then I can certainly do so.
Okay, cool. Harry just
okay, yes, Harry
just
wants a
really
rematch.
wants a
okay.
rematch. All right, so
maybe
I guess
there was some information missing. Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, so we'll have a rematch, okay? Not a problem, but we'll do it next Tuesday. So make sure that you get here a little bit earlier. I will set up a Kahoot for you, and then we'll have a rematch. Okay, and we'll see if we can. Who was it? Was Nozole that won, wasn't it?